when the sky starts to change, yeah, we won't be afraid. We'll never be the same again.
Be the strength
looking for you. I'm always looking for you. I brushed it off, pushed it aside, but I couldn't help. I was looking for you. Yeah, I was looking for you. I am the hand surrounded. I am the silence in the roar. Just a figure in the dark. This is coming for the storm. If I fall, you catch me. Push me back up on my feet. Feel the strength inside of me. My body's fire back to me. I am the hand surrounded. I am the silence in the roar. Just a figure in the dark. This is the calm before the storm. If I fall, you catch me. Push me back up on my feet. Feel the strength inside of me. A burning fire that you fade. Questions, no doubts. You got me figured out. I'm standing tall because I've got you right here by my side. Will I ever be enough? Can I put to rest all these demons? Straining, I'm carrying all this weight. Out of focus, don't know how much more I could take. All you need is a savior. 'Cause hell is so far away. Stand up, this is a moment. Reach down deep and pull yourself back from the dark into the light. If it feels like you're falling so far when there's nowhere to run, then you break down inside. You can't stay here. It's a long way home. A price that no one should have to pay. A father, a lover, a child to a grave. Sent to save all that live. And we don't know if he's coming home again. All you need is a savior. 'Cause heaven is so far away. Stand up, this is a moment. Reach down deep and pull yourself back from the dark into the light. If it feels like you're falling so far when there's nowhere to run, and you break down inside. You can't stay here. It's a long way home. It's a long way Stand up, this is your moment. Reach down deep and pull yourself back from the dark. If it feels like you're falling so far and there's nowhere to run, and you break down inside. Hell is so far away and I'm so far gone, and you break down inside. You can't stay here. It's a long way home.
right, everybody, how's it going? Long time no see. Atlanta Racing is great and very happy to be back here tonight for the American Elite Racing ARCA Series playoffs. We're at Nashville Superspeedway. It's Music City. We can smell the alcohol from here, man, oh man. But also, a little thing we smell, burnt rubber on the track as we are under the lights here tonight. Drivers are qualifying and we are getting ready to go racing for the AER playoffs here. It is the last season of the AER ARCA Series, but don't you fret. The Atlanta Racing ARCA Series is coming back to you this spring. We're going to have all the action and it's going to be fun. To the left, we're going to have a outline of your track, and to the right, we'll have some pictures that Tony took earlier for today's race for the AER ARCA Series presented by Atlanta Racing and also partnered up with Ancient World Gaming. You got to give these guys a look. It is awesome being a part of such an awesome team. Going Sloppy Joe and the whole gang is over there. So if you want to see some awesome action, whether it's here on iRacing or maybe over on the 2K side, NBA 2K, you can check out AWG. We'll have more presented from them later on in the season, but right now it's all about the AER playoffs. Nick Gowen is going to be top in points. He took home the win last week. He is taking home the points right now. Jared Mogard in second, also with 4 wins. Tyler B in third with Chris Murphy fourth and Jose Ruiz fifth. Jamie Haynes and Charlie Mosley Jr. sitting right there, 6 and 7 teammates with Corey Kobe 8th, Matthew Boone 9th, and John Osborne 10th. Those drivers going to be right below the cutoff line for the playoff 8. After 16 out of 20 races, we just have 3 more races after tonight. It's crazy. It's already gotten to the end of this season. Well, we have about 3 minutes left in this qualifying session, so let's go see what the drivers down at the track are up to right now. I think we got Jamie Haynes. 3, 2, 1, let's go racing with Atlanta Racing in the American Elite Racing ARCA Series. And don't forget, if you haven't done so already, you can subscribe on Twitch and YouTube to make sure you catch up with all of the Atlanta Racing content. I sent an email today, looking forward to hearing back from the Georgia Racing Hall of Fame, just making sure that I can film in there. Because if I can film in there, we're going to have an Atlanta Racing video coming to you on YouTube. And Schmelke Gaming, man oh man, 50-bit donation to get things going. Saying get that bread. Thank you so much, Schmelke Gaming. And somebody is looking to take home a nice guitar here tonight in Nashville Superspeedway. Jose Ruiz is on the track right now. Let's get some information about your race here tonight. 1 fast repair, 4 sets of tires, and 100 laps for these drivers competing here for the playoffs. But like I was saying, we're going to have, I'm a pretty avid YouTube watcher. And one thing I really never noticed until I started watching a few YouTubers a couple years ago is that sometimes, YouTube videos are for entertainment. But there's another aspect that goes unnoticed a lot of times, and it's the fact that those YouTube videos, they bring I guess you could say a place or an event that some may not be able to ever get to. Maybe it's they don't live in the United States, or maybe they just physically can't get there. So I want to go to the Georgia Racing Hall of Fame and go around Dawsonville and kind of document it and kind of bring a piece of Georgia Racing history to YouTube. And, for the people that can't physically get there, they can go on YouTube and kind of get a feel of walking through and seeing everything they have to offer. Because it's not just Georgia Racing, it's all of racing history. And it's really, really cool to see where some of these teams got their start, especially up in Dawsonville. So very excited about that as we have drivers spinning off the track here as we end qualifying in 20 seconds. Jose Ruiz is going to be your pole sitter right now with Matthew Boone second, Jared Milgard third, and Tyler B is looking to be in fourth. Right now we have about 7 drivers that have decided they are not going to be qualifying here tonight. That's going to be John Osborne, Michael Carter, Tyler Tayon, Keith Boss, Doug King, and Matt Langley, all deciding to sit at the back of the pack, not knowing what is going to be ahead of them as qualifying is over and we are getting ready to go racing here tonight in Nashville. Like we said, Mr. Jose Ruiz from Sacramento, California. He is going to be your pole sitter with Matthew Boone sitting in second, Jaron Mogard third, and Tyler B. He's going to be sitting in fourth. Chris Murphy rounding up your top five with Charlie Mosley Jr. sitting in sixth for the start. Nick Go in seventh, your winner last week. Adam Rowe, he'll be sitting eighth with Jamie Haynes right behind him in ninth. And rounding up that top 10 is going to be Corey Covey for the start of the race. Neil Lapidus going to be starting in 11th with John Osborne starting 12th. Matt Langley starting 13th. Doug King 14th. Keith Boss starting right behind King in 15th. And Tyler Tayon right behind him in 16th. George Rincon 17th, and rounding up the 18 drivers competing here tonight, it's going to be Mr. Michael Carter in that 2 Chevrolet. Let's get some info here tonight. Oh, that's not what I wanted to pull up. Let's see what the track is looking like right now. 75 degrees if you're in the stands. Very cool for a race here in Tennessee, but not too surprised. 82 degrees if you're on the track. So a lot colder on the track. You're not going to have to worry about tires all too much here at Nashville. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna see a lot of action. It's the playoffs. That always means aggression, points on the line, championships on the line. That pace car is gonna be headed off in any moment, and drivers still getting in, gritting up right now. Holy shnikes! 600-bit donation from Nickel Dime. I think that deserves a thank you so much, Nickel Dime. Greatly appreciate that, sir. And the late, great Chris Farley, seeing almost in all of his stuff. Holy shnikes. So thank you so much. Really appreciate the support, Nickel Dime. Man, 600-bit donation. I can tell you right now that money will be going to getting some of this iRacing stuff up and getting a little bit better. I'm trying to switch around the studio a little bit and see what I can work with and see how I can implement a better stream. And if you are looking for a broadcaster any day of the week really than Friday and Saturday, let AtlantaRacing know. Looking for new broadcast opportunities, trying to broadcast a little bit more than I'm doing right now. So any leagues that are looking, just let me know. I haven't really reached out too much, but I guess I am now. Drivers on the track getting ready for the start of tonight's race. 100 laps is what we are looking like. Jose Ruiz, Matthew Boone. Boone starting up near the top last week. Jose Ruiz making his way towards the top as well last week, but honestly, I don't quite remember where exactly he finished. Music's headed down as we are looking to go green flag racing here at Nashville Superspeedway. Barney gets the green flag going. Wave it, Barney. Get that rotator cuff surgery. We're green flag racing for the AER ARCA series here, playing it off at Nashville Superspeedway. Tyler B saying velocity. Tyler B, hit me up, my friend. Schmelke saying somebody hire this man to call their races. We will see what happens as we will see what happens right here with Jaron Mogard. He's going to be cutting it down low to the inside. Let's go on board with Jose Ruiz. He's trying to hold off everybody right now, including that 7 of Mogard, who is really itching down to the inside. And I guarantee you, he has not cleared it yet. And he has. Jose Ruiz making sure that 7 does not have that inside line. Now the 7's going to pull right in front of the 38 of Matthew Boone. Tyler B, Velocity Motorsports right here to the inside of Boone. Now coming up to third with the momentum. 38's going to have to try to hold on as Nick Goen, your winner from last week, now rides his tail. Nick Goen, we know he can march his way up through the pack, and he might be doing it here tonight. Setting the fastest lap will be the 88 of Tyler B with a 30.81. He is one of the only drivers to crack into the 30s. Guess who the other one is? I'll give you one guess. Once again, last week's winner, Nick Gowen with a 30.91. It's all the action up here as Jose Ruiz getting passed by the 7, and Jared Mogard's going to be your new leader as we come to the front stretch of Nashville Superspeedway around turn 1. The 88 of Tyler B is itching to get up to the 7. They are not worrying about tires as much here tonight. Very cool and under the lights. And now here comes Tyler B swinging it up. He's want to get it. The draft off the 7 of Jared Mogard into turn, 3 now. Let's go on and Jared Mogard, you'll love to see some of the stuff he puts on the back of his car. Go hard or go home. You gotta love it. It's almost like if you ain't first, you're last. As Tyler B looks to the inside and nothing happens. Let's see what the rest of your drivers are currently up to. Some action right here with the 28 of Rincon. And it looks to be the 41 of Matt Langley. Oh my gosh. Almost. Matt Langley just got his front end clipped off by Rincon, but he is able to save it. And let me tell you right now, the 84 of Adam Rowe having probably one of the coolest paint schemes that I've never seen, that Winn-Dixie scheme. I grew up going to Bruno's and Winn-Dixie a lot, so I'm very familiar with that shopping mart. Let's go on board now with the 89 of Charlie Mosley Jr. from Mobile, Alabama. He's riding it down the back stretch behind Chris Murphy and Jose Ruiz, your pole sitter for tonight's race. He has already fallen back 6 spots into 7th place. Not too sure what Jose is doing, if he is trying to save as much as he can, but Mogard is the car to beat currently. Tyler B, Nick Gowen, going to be your top 3 drivers. And here's a look once again at your playoffs. Nick Gowen, Jared Mogard, Tyler B, Chris Murphy, and Jose Ruiz. So you're looking at your top 5 here. You're looking at your top 5 in points. It's a very similar roundup with Jose Ruiz falling back. You had 4 of your 5 drivers racing up here for quite a while. No longer the case. The 23 falls on back. The Muffed Off, how's it going, baby? Says, hey, there's my guy. How you been, Atlanta? I have been doing very good, my friend. Very good indeed. Hope you have been doing good as well. And I hope some of y'all will be doing good in a few weeks when we head on over to Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Truck Xfinity and NASCAR Cup Series race. It's going to be a lot of action, and you don't want to miss it at what is now Atlanta Superspeedway. As a person who is from Atlanta, I actually like the new configuration better. I know that is a hot take, as somebody would say, but I personally driving it and watching the action, I like it better. It is so much fun, and the Truck Series race, I'll be down in the pits, so if you're going to be down there or at the track, let me know. I'll slide you some Atlanta Racing stickers, and if you let me know your favorite driver, I can bring you some cards too. I've got so many NASCAR racing cars right now, I have no idea what to do with them. I did get a 1-of-1 William Byron and a 1-of-2 Austin Dillon the other day, so that was quite exciting indeed. As we head into the turn 1 entry, Jared Mogard still leads tonight's race with Tyler B second, Nick Gowen third, and Matthew Boone fourth. It has been an all-out haul so far, no caution, knock on synthetic 111 at 100 laps completed here under the lights in Nashville. Brisk weather. And this is my best friend's home track, Nashville Superspeedway in the Nashville Fairgrounds. I know my dad back in the day went to the Fairgrounds race and enjoyed it immensely. So one day I can get out there as well. Checking out now behind the 28 of George Rincon, who is one of your money moves tonight. He is on 8 spots. Started tonight's race at 17th. been making sure that he gets it done when he needs to. Corey Covey right behind him started in 10th and has kind of been static in his position. All the drivers around him have been moving out, moving in, but he stayed exactly where he started. And it's kind of the same story with Christopher Murphy right here in 5th. He's had Haynes move up 3 spots behind him, Matthew Boone fall back in front of him. But Murphy has stayed exactly where he started in that number 21. Now rounding up behind the 38 of Boone. Here comes that Mountain Dew Voltage Young from Charlie Mosley Jr. and Jamie Haynes, Team Southern Canadian Racing. Well, the closer we get here to the halfway mark of the race, the closer that Tyler B is getting to the back of that 7 Chevrolet of Jared Bogard. Let's go on board right now from Claremont, New Hampshire. It's going to be Mr. Tyler B, your in-race reporter. We do have a caution come out here tonight. We're trying to get Tyler B up here from Velocity Motorsports and see what he has to say. One of the most improved drivers we have seen throughout the ARCA series in the past few years, Tyler B. Almost every single race, putting himself in the top 10, top 5 position, founding the new Team Velocity Motorsports, who will be heading on over to the AtlantaRacing ARCA series. They're, really setting it up to have a great season. So let's see what they can do in the playoffs. They'll get going. Jared Mogard up here. Matthew Boone, they're all itching to get those points. Here we are now on the 38 of Matthew Boone from Rhinelander, Wisconsin. Well, we haven't really gave any attention towards the back of the pack right now. Michael Carter is out of tonight's race. Looks like he didn't even make it into start. Now looking at the 80 of Tyler Tayon. He's running that Sasquatch Chevrolet, making sure everybody smells good. I actually have some Star Wars Sasquatch soap, and it smells really, really good. So it's actually some good stuff. So Crown Royal right there. I don't know if I could say the same about that in the 14 and the 41. Matt Langley and Neil Lapidus running very similar cars. Here we are with Doug King and Adam Rowe in the Winn-Dixie Chevrolet. Well, we took a look at your drivers in the back, and now we are having some more action up here at the top. Your top 6 drivers getting in a single file line now, packing it up behind the 7 of Jared Mogard. This is not what Mogard wants to see in his rearview mirror. Is Belanger and Nick Goen really sticking it together. Nick Goen is trying to use all the air he can off that 88, and you see it here off the backstretch. He gets that speed, now pulls that Chevrolet up into second place. Texaco had a lead, and now the 88 of Tyler B is going to pull a similar move, now down to the inside, trying to pull that air off the 7. And it's going to be side by side into turn 1 for Belanger and Goen, nose to nose. Who will take it into second? On board with Mr. Nick Goen, and it looks like he was the one who was successful on getting by. But don't discount it for 1 second. Belanger, Matthew Boone, they're right there. Chris Murphy as well. And Jamie Haynes has joined the pack. Now, we do have a pretty large gap between Jamie Haynes and Jose Ruiz. 53 and the 23 and 6 and 7th. Jose trying to make a little bit of a run up there with Charlie Mosley Jr. But with 2 cars versus 6 in the pack, it's going to be pretty difficult. Down the back stretch we go. And this is what Jared Mogard has in his rear view mirror. A whole lot of racing going on. And what is going on back here side by side with Doug King and Adam Rowe. They're racing it out as well. But I don't want to take the attention away as we are so close up here with the top pack. 33 of Goen trying to hold on to it, running a significantly different line than the 7 car. Now Matthew Boone trying to put the block on Tyler B and sends him into the wall. And what a race tonight for the NASCAR Cup Series. I want to really, and I know I say I appreciate this, I appreciate that a lot, but, there's 15 of you watching right now, and I know that the Xfinity race is going on at the same time. I don't care if you're watching it while you're watching this. You're not even paying attention, to half of this, but I appreciate you being here. It's always something that I don't worry about it, but I think about it a good bit when there is a race on the exact time that we do a broadcast. It doesn't happen too often, but I really appreciate every single one of y'all tuning in as the Matthew Boone 38 machine gets into the wall, and he sends a couple of sparks flying near the entrance of turn 1. Might allow a little bit of time for Chris Murphy, Jamie Haynes, and Tyler B to pull back up with the lead pack. Here comes Ruiz and Mosley Jr. into the frame of view. We are going to raise it up right now with Atlanta Racing off the back of your leader, 7 of Jared Mogard. Let's give it a listen. One thing I've been thinking about too, and y'all be serious, if you could let me know if this sounds fun or not. One thing I've been thinking about too with bringing back the Atlanta Racing ARCA series is doing streams where we watch the race together. I don't have the race actually on, but I'm watching it. And I'm in Discord, and you can hop in Discord, say what you want to say about the race, and leave. And it's almost like you're calling into a radio show or something, being like, man, I hate that move that, Kyle Larson just did, or whatever it might be. I think that would be fun, and then, I'm sitting there kind of giving my take on it as well, especially with how I feel like all of us have been very aligned on the broadcast lately. They have not been up to par to what we are used to, especially some of the commercial breaks cutting at very odd times. So be fun to have that and have a little bit of a conversation while we're watching the race, since I know a lot of us are all watching it at the same time. 7:33:38 going to be your top 3 into turn 3. Nick Gowen getting extremely close to that back off the 7 of Jerry Mogard. And there goes Nick Gowen. He was peeking to the inside, just not enough speed to get past the 7 yet. But Gowen already looking for a piece of that pie. Uh-oh. Maybe some internet connection issues right there. Mogard swinging down to the inside, trying to break that air off the 33 so he can't make any kind of gain. Matthew Boone, though, succeeding on gaining the time he can off of these little frivolous moves that the 7 and 33 are doing to try to get past each other or to hold each other off. 33 holding that middle just a little bit lower than the 7 of Jared Mogard. Matthew Boone coming up very swiftly behind the 33. Now on to Nick Gowen. Is this going to spell trouble for the two of them? And there goes Nick Gowen with the pass on the 7 of Mogard. Now Mogard to the inside of Nick Gowen. Still nose to nose as we head into turn 3. Nick Goen and Jared Mogard. As we are on board with Nick Goen, you can see Mogard just behind that driver's net trying to hold on to it. Matthew Boone is right there, and there is the 7 of Mogard. Can Goen come out in front of him? He's gonna do it. Nick Goen is your new leader here in Nashville. Now Goen just has to hold on to it. Can he make it 2 wins in a row? Winning last week and being top in points. Matthew Boone is going to skirt it around the front stretch. Muffed Off saying, oh, it's getting good, and I am telling you. You've got some extremely strong drivers here in the ARCA series, and they all want to claim the championship. Joel Conley won it last year, and he has not been in too many races this season after the playoffs started. So, hey, not seeing Joel here. Hope to have him back in the Atlanta Racing ARCA series. Well, Ruiz has caught up. He is now one of the top 6. Jamie Haynes falls back a little bit. Oh, what was that? Special Ed has subscribed for 20 months in a row. Let's get it, baby. Says 20 months of taking my money. Thank you so much, Special Ed, for resubscribing. You are awesome, my friend. And Schmelke saying 33 loves seeing the 7 and the 39 racing each other behind him. Oh, he's got to love it. 300-bit donation from Special Ed as well. Y'all are so dang generous. Thank y'all so much for the subscriptions and the donations, every single one of you. Y'all are beyond fantastic. And you're right, Schmelke. That's exactly what the 33 wants to see is the 7 and the 38 racing behind him. Because if they're racing each other and trying to worry about getting second solidified, then they're not up there racing in trying to get to first. As Schmelke comes in, throwing up a high. Oh no, it's close. It says it's close. 100-bit donation though. I'll go ahead and do it for the boys. Thank you so much, Schmelke. Greatly appreciate it, my friend. Now, for the first time tonight, Nick Goen is coming up into lap traffic. That's going to be the 14 of Neil Lapidus. Expect to see drivers headed down into pits around lap 50 through 60. That's when we're going to see that green flag pit stop if we do have one between laps 50 and 60. And of course, you're going to have a select few that know that they need to run those tires a little bit more, or maybe they just want to run those tires a little bit more. So we'll see them out here a little bit longer. That's what we're looking like. Of course, when that time does come, we'll bring out the pit stop indicator at the bottom of your screen so you can keep up with your favorite driver as they head down into pits and trying to get it done here at Nashville Superspeedway. It's the AER playoffs, and Nick Goen is leading a pack of 6 other drivers into turn 1. Gaining a lot of time off of them. Jared Mogard and Matthew Boone holding each other up right now, trying to battle it out. Chris Murphy trying to hold on, and Jose Ruiz, he has got a lot behind him. Tyler B getting past lap traffic. See what he's got on board. So weird. Some drivers' numbers show up and some don't. Pardon my cough is Matthew Boone. Very close right there's a 7. Ricochets almost off the wall into Matthew Boone. Matthew Boone sees it coming. He's going to hold it down low. And that might have been the exact amount of time that the 38 needed to get past the 7. Now seeing it nose to nose once again. The 7 is going to be battling it out. Let's go on board with the 38 of Matthew Boone. There's that 7 of Jared Mogard trying to hold on to the outside line. Looks like he's not going to have enough speed, and now he tries the inside line. Not enough speed. There is... Oh, and the Cantina music plays. Ra-da-da-da-da-da. Ra-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ra-da-da-da-da-da-da. You gotta love it. Cantina music on a Sunday night. It don't get much better than that. I have my own set of Cantina band members in the studio. Yes, they are always staring right at me. 100 big donation from Mr. Special Ed throwing it up here tonight. Thank you so much, Special Ed. Greatly appreciate that donation, my friend. As look at the delta right now between Nick Goen and Matthew Boone, it's going to be 1.4 seconds. Goen grinding it, getting as much time as he can between him and the other top 5 drivers who are all bunched together at the moment. Lots of great racing has been had here tonight at Nashville Superspeedway. Tons of great drivers on the track. And look at this line now behind Matthew Boone. They are eating to get up there. Mogard, Jose Ruiz, right where they started now. I'm sorry, Matthew Boone and Mogard, right where they started now. Jose Ruiz down 3 spots as he was your pole sitter for tonight's race. And now they are catching up to the back of Nick Goen. 1.1 seconds now. A little bit of teamwork is making the dream work, it seems to be. Back now from Matthew Boone, who is holding on to it as much as he can. I feel like most of these drivers are probably bare knuckling, white knuckling, whatever you want to say. They are squeezing down on that wheel. Hope you did your practice going down into pits prior to tonight's race, because you are gonna need it here. Starting in just a few laps. Well, tonight's race is in partnership with Ancient World Gaming, as I am part of their team. Make sure to check out our sponsors, Next Level Racing. I guess I should say partners. Next Level Racing. Need to get me one of those racing seats, honestly. I feel like that would be a game changer for me. Half the time, I don't feel like I do too well because I'm worried about screwing up my wheel or something, so. Well, Matthew Boone has a lot going on right now. He's to the outside, and he is in the wall. He's going to send multiple drivers flying down to the inside to avoid any collision. Charlie Mosley Jr. is the first into pits. We're going to bring up your pit stop indicator. Very dicey, Schmelke. Very dicey indeed. And that added half a second to the gap between first and second. Nick Goen and Jared Mogard now 1.64 is what we're looking at. They are going to have to be on top of it if they want to catch Nick Goen. Now Tyler Tayon has headed down into pit road as well. This is when it could be race-winning move or the race-losing move for some of these drivers. And there we see it. Nick Goen headed down to pits. Tyler B, Matthew Boone, most of your top drivers all headed down at the same time. That's going to push Jose Ruiz and Chris Murphy 1-2 now. Corey Colby headed down as well. So this is the green flag pit stop we were talking about. Called it precisely. Starting at lap 50 and going through 60 for the drivers that want to hold on to as much as they can. 23 of Ruiz headed down to pits now. 21 of Murphy will follow. John Osborne gonna be your leader when he crosses the line. And no, he's gonna head down as well. Haynes headed down. Adam Rowe staying out. He will be your new leader coming to the line. Now exiting the pit row, Jose Ruiz, Chris Murphy, John Osborne. Rowe and Boss lead during the green flag pit stops. 47 laps to go. In the 84 of Adam Rowe, in the 42 will, mostly in the 84, are going to lose it off of pit road. That is going to cost the 84 of Adam Rowe a tremendous amount of time. And now cutting back, Nick Goen becomes your leader once again, the 33. Special Ed saying, man, I haven't seen that 84 in a while. Schmelke saying, wow, I'm the pits. Come on, man. Yeah, right in the pits, unfortunately. Jaron Mogard setting your fastest lap with a 30.66. He's all in the mix now. That could have been bad right behind some lap traffic. Jaron Mogard nearly loses it trying to cut to the inside. And that's the 14 of Neil Lapidus trying to hold on to whatever he can right now. Going running now up top to Adam Rowe, who we saw have that incident in pits. Jaron Mogard losing precious time as we continue into the race. 44 laps to go for these American Elite Racing ARCA Series drivers. Can go and make it 2 weeks in a row. He's already top in points. Can he add to it? And there are your current playoff standings. Nick Goen first, Jaron Mogard second, Tyler B third, Chris Murphy fourth, and Jose Ruiz fifth. So we started tonight's race with 18 drivers. Michael Carter didn't actually load in, I guess I'd say. So we'll say 17. 5 drivers now down a lap. Keith Boss is the only driver that remains right there on the cusp of lead and down a lap. He's got to hold on to it. And there is a view actually right now of that 42 of Keith Boss. Started tonight's race in 15th, decided not to qualify, worked his way up to 12th. But here comes that 33. Very similar cars right here with Goen and Boss. We're going to put him a lap down. Let's see where everybody else is right now. There's Matthew Boone and Tyler Belanger spaced out with Chris Murphy and Jose Ruiz. Jamie Haynes, though, he's kind of far back, about 7.8 seconds back behind the 80 of Tyler Tayon, who is going to be lap traffic. Nick Goen still leads the race, and the green flag pit stops really shook it up and spread everybody out. So, my big takeaway right now, we do have a caution come out. What is going to happen? It's going to restack everything. Schmelke with a 50-bit donation, baby. Thank you so much, Schmelke. Greatly appreciate that, sir. Man, oh man, y'all have donated probably over 1,000 bits tonight and subscriptions. So thank y'all so much. Remember, I pump all of that back into iRacing and giveaways. So, you know, when I go to do stuff like the video at the Georgia Racing Hall of Fame, I'm more inclined, if you know, I guess if I've had donations and stuff, to be like, hey, let me buy a couple of things and get these for the giveaways. And there we go again. Special Ed with a 100-bit donation, baby. Thank you so much, Special Ed. Jeez. Santa must have put me on the nice list this year. Current look back off your leader, Nick Goen at Jared Mogard, just so you can get a visual indication of the distance between them. Hovering around 0.7 of a second, Mogard got to hold on to it as much as he can. Matthew Boone, even farther back, just about 4 seconds. Well, there was a little bit of an onboard for you, as we have gotten, like I said earlier, quite spaced out. Running great here in Nashville Superspeedway. 33 laps to go. Excuse me. The thing is, though, for most of these drivers, if a caution does come out, they do have that one fast repair. I don't think anybody has had to use it yet. So it's a great thing if you do get injured, your car gets, scraped up a little bit, you can do that. Uh-oh. What's happening back here? Chris Murphy in the 21, speaking the devil. He is going to be off track. Looks like he holds on to it. Single car incident at the moment. And he'll make his way into turn one. Here comes Jamie Haynes having to pull on the brakes. Running up behind Chris Murphy now. Melky says keeping it green, and we are keeping it green indeed. 30 laps for these ARCA Series playoff drivers to get in some points before we hit the playoff 8. I don't know if the fans have even moved this entire race. They seem to be paused or something, and they're in some kind of static mode. On board now with Tyler B as he tries to catch up to the 38 of Matthew Boone down the backstretch. Going to be a really difficult race if we don't have a caution come out for these drivers to do any kind of catching up. They've been spread out so much now. They're all on similar tires and fuel. So it's really just a matter of what happens. Focused on racing, baby. They're just focused on the race. Yeah, they are. Tyler B really putting down some time right now on Matthew Boone. He's catching up. It going 1.7 seconds ahead of second place, Jared Mogart. 26 to go at Nashville Superspeedway. My man from Atlanta, Georgia, and your current leader, Nick Gowen, trying to secure another win. I think the closest battle right now to be watching will be between the 38 of Matthew Boone and the 88 of Tyler B. Tyler B trying to get those points, like we said. Here's a look at those points once again. He is third. Jared Mogarnick going first and second, right in front of him in points, but he wants to get as many as he can. This is where he needs to stay or get on past 38. Get going, coming up to some more lap traffic once again. Will this be what Jared Mogart needs to catch up to that dominant 33 Chevrolet? Tyler B getting up very close now to the rear of the 38 of Matthew Boone. Let's see if he can get on by. Getting pulled closer and closer, getting that air from the 38 Chevrolet. Going to turn 4. And 20 to go. 38's in the wall. Here comes the 88 and Tyler B as the 38 runs up top. He knows he made a mistake. He'll now fall behind the 88. Whoa, did not see that coming. I misspoke earlier. I said that the winner of the champion last season was Joel Conley. As you see, it is not Joel Conley. It was Nick Goen. Joel actually took hold in the first season. So, very nice. Schmelke with the 100. Big donation. Thank you so much, Schmelke. Greatly appreciate that, sir. This race is winding down quite quickly now to 16 to go. Nick Goen has to hold on to it. Just 16 more laps. He's pushing himself 1 inch closer to being a back-to-back ARCA Series champion. Schmelke saying, let's see if lap traffic plays a factor. That's a good case as we see Nick Goen get past the 10 of Corey Kobe. Some lap traffic. Goen, by the way, now 3.2 seconds ahead of Jared Mogart in second place. So a huge gap between the top two. Even bigger gap between the top three. Is going to take a caution or a mistake on Nick Goen's part for him not to win tonight's race. I mean, he has been dominant the entire time, especially, you know, the latter, I guess, 75% of the race. Really taking it up here into 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th gear. You can go as many gears as you want, but really putting in the work and putting down the pedal here at Nashville Superspeedway. Nick Goen making it look easy, bringing it to 12 to go. Melky's saying he's my pick tonight. Gets such a huge run off turn 4 every lap. Yeah, Nick Goen is such an incredible driver. He makes every race look easy, every track look easy. Comes out here and puts on a show each and every time he is on the track. And tonight is no different. Bringing it to 10 to go. He is looking to put a car another lap down. That's 14 to Neil Lapidus. Probably use the air off of him just a little bit. Oh, and Ron Going getting just a little bit, maybe a little bit loose. I don't know if that was looseness or just trying to shoot it out as much as he could. 10 to go now for that 33 Beauty Texaco Havoline machine. Rounding it around now to 8 to go. 10 drivers out of the 18 that started remain on the lead lap. See them get put down. Time between first and second still picking up now, looking at 3 seconds between Going and Bogart. What a show the 33 has put on, and 8 laps to go. It would be something if a caution came out. That would be a tremendous blow. That 33. Mogard and Tyler B in a very close battle right here. Actually not. That's the 41 whose paint scheme looks super similar with that dark purple. Well, there ain't much going on. That is why I've kind of grown to be a little bit silent. With such a performance like Nick Goen is having, it's hard to say or, hard to do anything. There's such large gaps between most of the drivers. We do see some action now, of course, between Jose Ruiz and Tyler B. Ruiz pushing it up into third. The field is very spread out like cream cheese on a bagel. You got it all spread out here at Nashville. And Special Ed with a 100-bit donation, baby. Thank you so much, Special Ed. You are a real one, sir. Coming to 2 to go. Nick Goen chasing that white flag. Special Ed saying, speak up. And as he concludes one of the final laps of his race tonight, Goen puts down one more lap car. That was Charlie Mosley Jr. And it looks like the white flag will come out for the 33 Haviland machine of Nick Goen. Well, we know who is going to be taking home the win in just a few laps. Schmalke, thank you so much for the 100-bit donation as Nick Goen crosses the start-finish line and takes home the win at Nashville Superspeedway. What a race, caution-free for these American Elite Racing ARCA Series drivers. And we will have your final results in just one moment's time. All right, well, here are your final race results. Nick Goen taking home the win with Jared Mogard second, Tyler B third, Jose Ruiz fourth, and Matthew Boone's going to be getting fifth. John Osborne with sixth, and Jamie Haynes taking home seventh, Chris Murphy eighth, George Rincon ninth, and Charlie Mosley Jr. 10th. Corey Hobie taking home 11th with Keith Voss 12th, Adam Rowe 13th, Doug King 14th, Tyler Tayon 15th, Matt Langley 16th, and Neil Lapidus 17th for tonight's race as Mr. Nick Goen burns it down here. 2 wins in a row. What a race. We are going to go right now. Post-race interview trying to get a word with your winner here tonight, Mr. Nick Goen. See how it feels to win 2 in a row. Nick, you got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Man, oh man, you did it 2 weeks in a row. How are you feeling tonight at Nashville Superspeedway?
Pretty good. I can't say I have an excuse to feel any less than I do right now. So feeling really, really good.
Man, oh man, a dominant performance here at Nashville. What do you think the hardest part of this track is? I'm not too accustomed to racing here, so I'm not too sure what to expect.
Turn 4, the exit off of turn 4 is it's probably the trickiest part, to be fair, because it's unlike turn 1 where it's kind of like sweeping in. It's a very abrupt, oh, I'm off the corner kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that wall can sneak up on you if you're not paying attention, as we saw a couple cars do tonight. Just got on the throttle just a bit too soon, or their tires just wore a little bit more than they thought, and they tapped the wall. I tapped the wall once, but luckily I didn't suffer any damage from it.
Hey, well, you got it done. That's all that matters. Nick Goen, your winner here tonight. Nick, anybody you want to shout out or thank before we head off tonight's broadcast, sir?
Thank you for doing the broadcast. Thank you to my team for hanging out and doing pretty well. I know Tyler B finished top 3, so 2 podiums for Velocity Motorsports, and yeah, on to the next one.
Hey, you'll love to hear it. Nick Goen, your current points leader for this season and your winner back-to-back. Nick, coming up here tonight, thank you so much, sir. Greatly appreciate it, and we're going to send you back down to Velocity Motorsports.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks, sir. All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in here tonight. Greatly appreciate it. I know the race was on as well, but I chose to at least tune in a little bit. As well as we were going through that, thank you, Nickel Dime, for a 300 bit donation. I greatly appreciate that, sir, and all of the donations here tonight. Thank y'all all so much. Well, we are headed out here for Atlanta Racing. Hope y'all have a fantastic week, and we'll see you next Sunday as the playoffs continue. Thanks, everyone, and have a great night.